5 common signs he will never come back. What are the signs he will never come back? Has he already moved on? How long does it take for a man to regret losing you? Ending a romantic relationship with someone you still love is not easy, and it can break even the strongest hearts. This is the person you shared your life with. Then, one day, they just disappear from your life, and you are expected to accept the final end as if it was a piece of cake. Moving on is always painful, but there is something that hurts even more, and that is admitting to yourself that things are really over. This is what you're going through right now. The idea of your ex is really over you. You keep hoping that one day, your ex will reappear in your life even though you can't help but notice all the signs he will never come back. So, how to know that he'll come back after a breakup? Let's find out signs he will never come back in this video. If your ex avoids all communication, or doesn't make an effort to get you back, or is in a new relationship, chances are he will never come back. There are also many other signs that indicate you'll never get back together. If the majority of these signs resonate with his behavior, then your hopes of getting back together with him are in vain. 1. He avoids all communication. Has your ex stopped communicating with you since you two broke things off? Does he even avoid any type of communication which you initiate? The last thing you want to be is boring or needy, but you've probably tried calling or sending him text messages a few times. You tried inviting him just to hang out, without telling him about your concrete intentions, or you were even straightforward about your feelings. Either way, you've never managed to get a positive response. It is like he is ready to do whatever it takes just not to see you. It's a sign of him being over you. No matter how mentally and emotionally strong this guy is, and no matter how hard he is trying to fight his emotions, he would have agreed to meet up with you if he really missed you. Even if this is true and even if he still loves you, this man has made a decision not to get back together with you. That is something you'll have to accept sooner or later. 2. He cuts you off completely. Another sign he will never come back is, this guy has cut all possible ties with you. He might have changed his phone number, blocked you on all of his social media accounts, stopped going to the places in which he knows he could encounter you, or even changed the city or the neighborhood in which he lived. The point is the same. He has cut you off completely. It doesn't mean that your ex has made these drastic changes in his life just to avoid you, but the truth is that he hasn't made an effort to give you his new contact data. This indicates that he doesn't want to continue being in touch with you. This might be a red flag to wonder if he's done all of this just to get away from you. It's not that he is playing hard to get or wants you to chase him. He is pretty serious about not wanting to go back together with you. Something like this is painful to accept, especially if you still feel stuck in one place and like you haven't moved an inch, but it has to be acknowledged. 3. He gives you all of your stuff back. When you still have strong feelings for someone who is not a part of your life anymore, you hold on to the memories the two of you have together. You keep their belongings. You listen to the songs that remind you of them. and you have trouble deleting the photos of the two of you. Keeping each other's things or intentionally forgetting something at your partner's is always a great excuse for people to get back together. Nevertheless, this wasn't an excuse he used to reach out to you. He politely called or texted you about your stuff is all packed up, and asked for you to do the same with his things. He didn't try to prolong the communication. There is even a possibility that he did all of this through a mutual friend of yours because he didn't want to see you. 4. He is friendly. You might consider the fact that your ex wants to stay friends with you as a sign that he wants to get back together. It can also be seen as one of the signs he will never come back. Staying friends with an ex is never easy, and it can only happen if both of you have let go of all the resentment and grudges and once the anger is long gone. This means your ex has moved on from all the negative emotions he might have had for you in your relationship. He isn't frustrated with you anymore, and he doesn't blame you for the breakup. However, sadly, it also means that he's become completely indifferent toward you. He's stopped seeing you as a romantic partner, but he respects everything the two of you went through together, so he doesn't want to start acting like a stranger all of the sudden. He is still kind and doesn't avoid you. Instead, he greets you politely. But that is it. He treats you the way he treats all of his female acquaintances. He doesn't care who is responsible for everything bad that went on between you guys, and he has no interest in resolving some things from the past. This guy only remembers the good things, thinks of you as a beautiful memory, and really wishes you all the best. If this is something you can relate to, your ex has definitely managed to emotionally detach himself from you. He has moved on in the healthiest way possible. 5. He shows no signs of jealousy. If a man has feelings for you, he can never stand picturing you with another guy. Even if this man is taking you for granted, and doesn't want to get back together with you at first, the moment he sees that he might really lose you to another dude, he won't be able to control his jealousy, and he'll do everything in his power to get you back. In this case scenario, your ex will try to prove to himself that he still has a special place in your heart and that he can have you anytime. He doesn't show any signs of jealousy as a sign you two will never get back together. He even saw you with other guys, but sadly, you've gotten no feedback. He doesn't try to prevent you from starting to date again. He is not interested in whether you've moved on. He doesn't have the desire to compete with new men in your life. He doesn't have the desire to chase them away from you. He doesn't care if you've entered a serious relationship, or if this is just something you are doing to get even with him. Your ex has no problem with wishing you the best with your future love life, and with wanting for you to have a healthy, good relationship. He doesn't feel threatened by the fact that you are about to replace him, and he even sincerely congratulates you on finding someone new, without the slightest trace of irony or sarcasm. He has without a doubt rationally accepted your breakup, and he is aware that it's time for both of you to continue living your lives. Even if you refuse to accept these painful signs, the truth is that your ex has moved on, and you should do your best to do the same. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, then please give it a like. Don't forget to tell us your thoughts about this topic. Also share and subscribe our channel for more relationship advice videos.